My name is Billy Graves. I graduated with a doctorate of philosophy in industrial organizational psychology. I chose GCU because there was an online doctoral program in a field that I wanted that was actually within the financial capability that I had. It was at that time not far from home because I lived in Yuma, so it was a logical choice for me. I chose the Doctorate of Philosophy in Industrial Organizational Psychology because it was the closest aligned PhD program that GCU offered that I could use for the military and federal service. For me, getting my doctorate was mostly a personal goal. There are a few things that I wanted to do professionally, and the PhD will help out. But also there was this desire to continue with my education. I'm retired military. At the time, I was actually still on active reserve, so I was Title 10. And then after I retired, I still was able to afford it with GCU's reduced military tuition rate. The doctoral residency here at GCU was actually fun. We got to interact with one another, and we were able to push forward on the prospectus, and it was a great time. The two most important things I learned from my dissertation committee on my dissertation journey were, don't try to answer everything, and perseverance is key. My dissertation chair was there for my very first residency. I asked her to be a mentor as I was going through the classes. She picked me up as my chair, and she has endured all these years of going through and making sure that everything was right. Toward the end, she kind of backed off, and it was like, I'm not going to tell you how. You're just going to have to read it and figure it out, and the rest of the journey is yours. It was worth it. The doctoral program at GCU was great. Just figuring out what I was doing. You do most of your work in the beginning of your program, and then in a quantitative study, the research and results kind of floods out at the very end. You put your research and thesis together and present it. Everything that you've been preparing for in a quantitative study comes together. I'm moving forward with a career to publish my study. I'm going through that now, get it through the draft series so it can be published. Walking across the stage and receiving my degree is going to mean that we have finished the chapter and starting a new one. I can't say thank you enough to people who help you with the journey.